Coach Matlock, you guys just took 2 of 3 from Lamar. Ring that bell. The UTRGV Coaches Show starts now. Coach, nice ride.
Man, I wish I could buy this one.
You ready to do the Coaches Show?
Let's go do it.
Let's go. Last one of the year.
Yeah.
Welcome to the UTRGV Coaches Show inside North Park, Lexus, Rio Grande Valley in San Juan. Danny Elizondo with you here alongside UTRGV baseball head coach Derek Matlock. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Oh, no, thanks for having me.
Coach, you guys had a good weekend last weekend against Lamar. You guys were going into that weekend, though, a little bit on a skid. What was the mentality like for you and for the team going into that weekend?
Well, when you have expectations for your ball club, and we do, I think you have a good ball club and things aren't going good, it's frustrating, but at the same time, you don't change your process. You just keep coaching, kids keep playing hard, and over a 56-game schedule, you know, things end up evening out.
Yeah, definitely, and you can kind of get a sense of the mood going into that weekend. It's almost like any little thing could make you get another loss, but at the same time, one of those little things can help you get a win. What's the message to the team going into something like that?
Well, control what you can control. You can't change a ball hopping over a guy's head at short, third, and first, and you can't control things that you can't control, and that's the game's so crazy. And we didn't do a good job of controlling what we could control on the road in Charleston and in UIW. But I think they kept fighting hard and playing hard. I think they were just as frustrated. They were playing kind of tight, trying to get out of it. And then the Friday game against Lamar was really frustrating because we really should have been able to win that game too. But over 56 games, you just keep playing hard, and hopefully it balances out. And it is frustrating, though.
Yeah, going back to that Friday night game, you had Kevin Stevens on the mound. You got to have some confidence going into that with him on there. But it was a nice pitcher's duel going into the early part before the offense on both sides woke up.
Yeah, you knew he was really good, too, by looking at his numbers coming into that game. He's one of the best guys in the conference. Him and Kevin are kind of in there fighting even with a lot of other guys. But yeah, anytime Kevin goes out on the mound, you expect to win because he's so talented. And when you don't, which we haven't for the last 2 Fridays, it's been frustrating. And nobody's more frustrated than Kevin. I mean, he's frustrated and he wants to win for his team. He's not really worried about his numbers. He just wants to get a win. So hopefully this, next weekend on the road at Sam Houston State, he can go in there and have a good opportunity to win.
Yeah, the offense started clicking for you guys in that 9th inning. You guys had a chance to come back and win with runners at 2nd and 3rd. You guys didn't get the win, though, but on Saturday, it seemed like the offense came alive. The game plan was to go the other way with it. It seemed like that you guys stuck to that, and you guys end the skid with the win on Saturday.
Yeah, that was big for us because they're a good team, and that arm on Saturday's got great numbers. So that guy had a really good breaking ball and changeup, and so, geez, just to win. Winning is winning. Just win. Winning is hard, and when you win, celebrate it, and then try to find a way to get better for the next game.
Colton Davis was on the mound for you on Saturday. He pitched great for you, going a career high tying 7 innings, had 6 strikeouts. It just seems like he was in complete control. What did you see from him out there?
He's really had a good early year, and he's really competitive. He's growing up as a pitcher, as a young man, and he's really got 3-pitch mix, 90 to 93 miles an hour. And if he can keep the ball in the middle of the plate, he's really hard to hit. And he has a good fastball command.
And if Kevin wasn't here, he could make a good bid for a Friday night guy for you guys, right?
Oh, no doubt. He's looking towards next year as being the Friday night guy. And I like to play with Kevin Stevens, like I did yesterday. Hey, man, can you go on 8 days? And Colt, can you go on 6? Just to fire Kevin up. But it didn't fire him up. It got him mad. But he's, they're all talented, and it is what it is. But for us to be good, we got to get the back end figured out.
Yeah, it seems like offensively for you guys, the game plan was to go the other way. You guys put a big emphasis on that before the game, doing some drills. What did you see from the offense on Saturday?
They did exactly what they were coached to do. We rolled over the first 2 balls of the first inning. It was like, oh, baby. You know, when you got guys with plus secondary, breaking balls and change-ups, and they throw them all cross-counted, if you don't stay in there to hit the ball the other way, your barrel's going to be past a lot of pitches. So Coach Raley and Coach Kilgore did a great job of preparing the guys for that change-up guy. And I think they were hitting right-handers were hitting 192 and left-handers were hitting 190 against the Saturday guy. And we fought our way in there and got him. So that was exciting.
So you guys get the win, snap the skid. Does that, get rid of some of the pressures going into that weekend?
I mean, we won 2 out of 3 series, and the team that we didn't win is not eligible, and we're on the road. We got to win series against everybody, though. But we won 2 out of 3 series in conference. That's what it comes down to. Over time, we have a lot of conference games. You have to find a way to win the series. That's what wins. And we still got to get better. Kelch at second, we're trying to figure him out on defense and the offensive end. The outfield's settled in and been really good offensively. Ramirez getting moved to third and Lopez playing short was a pretty good move defensively. Ramirez is really solid over there. He doesn't have to have much range, and Lopez has more range, and if he can just fight in there offensively, we're getting close. We'll get it figured out. We just got to keep playing and not lose to figure it out. And that's kind of what we've done when we've lost.
And you mentioned the defensive changes for you guys. You had some great plays behind your pitching on Saturday. Diego making a couple of nice plays in the hot corner. Isaac at short. Even Brett Kane in center field had a fantastic diving catch to start the ball game. How important is the defense behind your starting pitching?
Well, that's what's cost us quite a bit, and we're trying to be more offensive, and we're taking some shots in there. And Kelch is fighting his butt off with the really bad labrum. He had surgery, and his arm's not real strong, but no, they're doing a good job. And Ramirez really helped Colton Davis, and Isaac really helped Colton Davis have a good outing because they made some great plays for him. That's part of the pitching. Pitching and defense go right together. You can pitch great. If you don't play defense, you're not going to win. If you pitch bad and you play great defense, you got a chance to still be good.
And on Sunday, you guys needed that win to clinch the series. You guys got a good start from Jesus Aldaz, and the offense erupted for you guys. What did you see out there on Sunday?
Well, Jesus was in his, 3rd start, and we're just hoping he gets used to it and gets better and better and better. His breaking ball's got to get better. His fastball command's outstanding, and he pounds his own and competes. And the offense, man, just wind blowing to left, guys rolling in the stadium with confidence saying, let's go to work and start banging balls. And this team just needs to relax. And when they relax and play baseball, they're really talented. That was fun to watch.
Yeah, definitely. And we talked about it throughout the weekend, how this offense is good, right? And it can erupt on any time, and it erupted on Sunday.
That's right. There's a lot of power in it. There's a lot of average in it, and it's exciting offense. We just got to find a way to keep getting better because the good arms are the ones we got to be able to beat. The big arms, if you can go beat a big arm on a Friday night with the offense, then that's big. And we haven't yet done that.
And the offense for you, it seems like some of these guys are starting to find their roles and are in there consistently. We saw Brian Sturgis catch for you all 3 games. He had a fantastic weekend for you.
Yeah, he's really starting to bang the ball. If you look at his last 6 to 10 games, I don't know what he's hitting, but it's going pretty good. And we get caught with him not catching. We got to get Cam Blake out of the game, and that's what we're trying not to do. So it'll be tough tomorrow because we probably got to give him a day off behind the plate. So it'll be a different lineup tomorrow.
Yeah, and you kind of are forced to catch Sturgis a little bit because Jacob Sanchez at first has been doing fantastically, both defensively and offensively. What have you seen from him?
Man, he's just a tough kid, mature kid. He had to fight in there last year and not play much. And he's basically just hit his way into the lineup, and we had to get him somewhere. And he was a first baseman his whole career in high school. Last year he caught some, but it looks like first base could be his home, and he's still got to keep working hard over there and develop over there. There's some things he's got to get better at. But he is finally hitting the ball back to the middle and the other way, and we know he can pull the ball at the ballpark at any minute. He's got a lot of power, but I'm so proud of him. I think he's done outstanding.
And looking forward, as you guys continue to go through conference play, you guys hit the road for Sam Houston, and then you guys come back home for Stephen F. Austin with a midweek against UT. What's the rest of the season look like to you? And we talked a little bit about this. You still have a lot of confidence in your team, especially going into before this weekend. What's the outlook for you guys?
Well, I just, stay focused on the goal, and that's winning a championship. And we control our own destiny. You know, we got a lot of games playing, both the conference games, a home series and away series. That's 6 games. So even if you get flustered like at Tarleton, we still get them at home 3, so we can even that thing up real quick. And you know, we want to win 40 games, and we're not going to come off our goal. We're not even close to being half. We got 4 more games till we get to the halfway point, and we're definitely 7 games under what we want. But we got 4 games, and we can make it up on the back end. We just got to get better in the bullpen, and we just got to keep improving. Every kid's got to get a little better, and the team will get a lot better.
And you mentioned you can't lose the conference title, conference championship in the beginning part of the conference play. It's a long season, and that confidence you have is kind of reverberating into the locker room.
Well, yeah, and I told them after the Friday loss, you know, this team's still the best team in the conference. I really believe that. Now we got to play like it, and we haven't done that. But this team's good enough to win it, and we just have to play better. And we've got to do something different when we get to this Houston Baptist game, and then we got to do some things on the road with sleep. Something's going on the road with sleeping on the bus and then getting to the hotel and not being able to go to sleep. And then we're just not the same team on the road. We've got to figure that out as a coaching staff.
All right, that's Derek Mallock. I'm Danny Elizondo. UTRGV Baseball will be back at home the following week against Stephen F. Austin. You can get all your schedule information at goutrgv.com or get your tickets at utrgvtickets.com. We'll take a break. On the UTRGV Coaches Show, on the other side of the break, we'll have golf assistant coach Paola Cortes-Ortiz. You're watching UTRGV Coaches Show.
In the minute it takes to knock back your drink, spot your new crush, or cheer on the home team, you could do something that really makes a difference. Sign up as an organ donor. In less than a typical timeout, you could sign up to save 8 lives. It sure beats using a minute to mustard that hot dog. Sign up at tosa1.org.
The Rio Grande Valley is growing every day. That's why you need a team you can trust. 2 stations, 2 languages.
Se le pide a cualquier persona con información.
The most experienced news anchors in the valley.
And Andina Herrera Garza.
The largest weather team keeping you informed in English.
Track the front updates forecast.
Y en español.
Te le voy a estar explicando un poco más de eso.
A sports team covering the RGV like no one else.
What this win means.
We're live in the morning, at noon, and in the evenings. Anytime you need us, we're online and on social media too. We do this all in both languages.
We are tracking breaking news.
Nosotros estamos aquí para platicarles cómo.
Who else can deliver this type of coverage?
Tonight at 10 in the meantime, have a great evening.
No one. Channel 5 News
And Azteca Valle.
working together for you.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on being the best at one thing and getting it right every time. Which is why every chicken finger meal we serve is marinated, hand-battered, cooked to order, and made just for you. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Now hiring awesome crew. Apply at workatcanes.com.
TownePlace Suites by Marriott, Edinburgh's newest destination spot and a host hotel of UTRGV Athletics, with the amenities that a frequent long-stay traveler or visiting team in town to take on the V-Nation looks for. The nightlife is amplified with Ignite Lounge, a great way to wrap up a long workday or celebrate a big win. TownePlace Suites by Marriott on Trenton, in between Business 281 and Sugar Road, and minutes away from the excitement of UTRGV. TownePlace Suites by Marriott, Edinburgh.
Hey, Coach, nice ride.
Thanks. Doesn't feel better than this.
No, it doesn't. It's pretty sweet. You ready to do the Coaches Show?
Absolutely.
All right, let's go. Welcome back to the UTRGV Coaches Show inside the North Park Lexus Rio Grande Valley. I'm Danny Elizondo with golf assistant coach Paola Cortes-Ortiz.
Thanks
Coach,
for having me.
Thank you for joining us. Coach, you joined the program over a year ago now. How cool has it been to be a part of both the men and the women's golf teams?
Oh, it's been phenomenal. Honestly, when I got here 12 months ago, I wasn't quite sure what to expect, and this has been the best journey so far. I've been so welcomed and supported by all the staff here between admin, sports medicine, academics, the other coaches, and both of my programs with men's and women's golf. So it's been a really fun journey so far.
Now, helping both men's and women's teams, what are some of the duties that you have with both teams?
Quite a bit. Traveling is a big part of it. Travel with both teams, and thankfully the men's and women's programs actually don't collide that much, so I'm able to travel to a lot more events with them, and even in practices too. The women practice in the morning, so I'm able to do that and then flip over to the men's side and go over there in the afternoon. So I stay pretty busy, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I enjoy it so much.
Yeah, we got to spend some time up in Kerrville for the men's team. Getting to see you interact with the team and like in the practice round, going out there, walking off the holes and the greens. How cool is it to be able just to continue to do stuff like that?
Oh, I love it. That was one of the main things I was looking forward to when becoming a coach, was pretty much being like a full-time caddy for all of my players. So to be inside the ropes on a daily basis and help them chart things out, help them step things off, really push game plan and strategy out there, it makes my day.
So you yourself, you played college golf at Stephen F. Austin, right?
Yep.
So what do you take from that experience and bring into this role here with UTRGV?
Good question. Definitely work ethic. That was my biggest thing throughout college, was realizing that, you know, hard work can beat talent when talent doesn't work hard. And so that was the biggest thing I took from college now to being an assistant coach. And I think that's really one of the things that the student athletes have really picked up on and really strive for every day is, you know, just working hard and putting the time and the effort in is going to beat anything. And we've really seen it on the men's side, especially with moving up 67 spots in the golf stat rankings just in the past couple of weeks. So I'm really excited to see what this does for us moving forward towards conference.
Definitely so, and on the women's side too, they've seen a lot of progress over the last year. You and Coach Novoa have been putting in some new, game plans for the team, and they seem to be buying into it, and they seem that like their confidence is rising and rising. What have you seen from them?
Exactly what you're saying. They're really buying into these new strategies now that we've been implementing. And with each round that they play, it kind of wakens them up even more, like, oh, like this is actually working. I really need to play to my numbers. I really need to pay attention to what's in front of me. And so their awareness levels are really helping their execution, and it's been so much fun to watch them continuously move up in each tournament that we've played so far. And
golf is a tough sport, and it's a mental sport. So as tough as it is already, if you don't have a strong mental game, it makes it even tougher. How has that grown for both of these teams so far? Definitely commitment level. We've really been preaching that, you need to make the smart decisions, really commit to those decisions, and as soon as you start second guessing yourself, back away, because nothing good is going to come from that on the golf course. So really staying present, really staying locked into your decision making. That's definitely been the biggest key mentally that we've seen a lot of success in this semester. And for you, obviously you've been on the golf course a lot, you've played golf a lot. When did you start playing golf? I started playing golf when I was 6 years old, and then started actually competing around 12 years old. And what are some of your favorite memories that you have out there? I would say my favorite memory for sure was when I got to compete for the Puerto Rico national team a couple of years ago. And we basically I had to make a 12-foot putt for birdie for Team Puerto Rico to win, and I made it, and that was definitely the highlight of my career so far. I mean, I had no idea. How cool is that for you to be a part of a team like that? It was amazing. To represent my country and have so much family there and supporting me. It was definitely one of the best environments I've been in, definitely the highlight of my career.
and making that putt for us to win was the icing on the cake for sure.
So as you guys go down your season now here with UTRGV, what's the game plan for you guys? What's the rest of the season look like for you guys?
So we have 2 tournaments left on the women's side, 3 tournaments left on the men's side, and honestly nothing really changes from what we started this season with game planning, strategy, execution, commitment. Like those are the things that we're going to continue preaching because it's gotten us this far, it's been working. And the more we can continue to commit to that and execute that, conference is going to look really good for both of us, both sides with that.
And with both teams making strides in the rankings and just personal stuff like that, it's no coincidence. It's been since you got here, right? How big is it for you to be able to be a part of it and to see the growth in both teams?
It means so much to me, honestly. I feel very, very lucky to have the 2 programs that I have because they respect me so much. They are very receptive to information and they're super coachable and enjoyable to be around. So it means a lot to me that I've been able to help them with this. They've been able to help me too grow in ways as a coach. I'm just so grateful.
You mentioned growing as a coach. What are some of the things that you've learned over the last year?
I would say definitely showing your student athletes how much you care. I think that was huge for me when I was playing, and I know that it's big for them too, just knowing that you're going to encourage them, support them on and off the course. And my coaching philosophy from day one has been to help my student athletes become the best versions of themselves on and off the course. And I think they do see that in me, and they know that I'm willing to do whatever it takes to help them get better. So that's definitely been the biggest thing that I've learned, and definitely going to continue that.
Now, since you're with both teams, take us through one of your typical days.
One of my typical days. So we got women's practice in the morning, typically from like 7:30 to 10:30. After that, work with Coach Novoa on getting some paperwork done. Take a nice little lunch break, and then 2 to about 5 o'clock, we got the men's practice. And then somewhere around there, we squeeze in paperwork time for the men's side. So, it's typically almost a 12-hour day, but I love it. And, the student athletes love our presence too, so it's great.
And it's not just the spring for you guys too. You play and compete in the fall, so it's almost like you don't get a break at all, right?
No, not really. We typically go from September through October in the fall, and then February through May 1st in the spring. So pretty much every week we're going after it.
Well, in March, it's Women's History Month, and being part of an athletics department like this, what does it mean to you to be a part of something like that?
Oh, it means so much. Honestly, I wasn't expecting to, be so involved on the men's side, because you typically don't see female assistants helping out with men's programs, and being here has definitely been one of my highlights, because they've realized that when it comes to the sport, like, knowledge is knowledge, right? It doesn't matter who's giving it if you know what you're doing and you're committing to that. So it's been really, really special for me to have so much time on the men's side and on the women's side, and this athletics department too. It's been so great.
And has there been anybody who inspired you to join, as a coach, to be a coach?
Yeah, actually, my mentor back home in Dallas really, really showed me what I was capable of in a time that I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do. And so once that confidence got instilled in me and I got here, it was kind of like a light bulb moment for me to say, like, wow, I can do this, and I can make an impact on these student athletes just as much as they're making an impact on me. So it's been a great feeling so far.
And as a woman in sports, what message do you have to other women that want to be in sports?
Definitely continue to just work hard, make your presence known, show people, like I said earlier, how much you care, how much you're willing to do for them. Just that alone is going to show people a lot about yourself.
All right, she's Coach Paola Cortes-Ortiz. I'm Danny Elizondo. We're going to take a break. We'll be back to wrap up the UTRGV Coaches Show.
We all want the best for our families, to love, to laugh, to live a healthy life. At UT Health RGV, we believe every family should have access to the most advanced medical care right here, close to home. With over 100 board-certified doctors at 20 locations valley-wide, with life-saving procedures and treatments that keep you and your family healthy, UT Health RGV is here for you. High-quality care for every patient, for every family. Find your way to the best care at uthealthrgv.org.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
There's a magic to the Rio Grande Valley and to this university. We are champions in the arena, in the halls, and in our communities. The Valley's pride. The Valley's future. The Valley's University.
Support. Some call it the foundation of success. Joining the V Club assists in the success of our student athletes. Preparing our student athletes for excellence in life.
Thanks for tuning in to the season finale of the UTRGV Coaches Show. Big thanks to Coach Derek Matlock for joining us today, as well as Assistant Coach Paula Cortes-Ortiz. If you missed an episode throughout this first season, you can catch all of the episodes on our YouTube channel at goutrgv.com/coacheshow. A big thanks to North Park Lexus Rio Grande Valley for hosting us all season long. Until next time, see you then.
Sold him a car, I get the commission. If this one sells, I get the commission. Oh, are we recording?
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
Wait, what was that? Okay.
Coach's show? Let's go do it.
Let's do it. You gotta come out of the car.
Oh, my bad.
Coach Lowry, ring that bell! That is really loud! The UTRGV Coaches Show starts now!
What do you say we go record a show?
Sounds great.
Now you get out of the car.
Now we get out? Oh.
Okay, you ready to go do a coach's show?
Let's do it.
Now you get out of the car.
I gotta...